So let's go to the next feature, that is general staircase. Now, before starting the general staircase OBPS layers, I just want to let an information here that general staircase and two other features, namely windows and habitable rooms, light and ventilation windows, this, and regular room, habitable rooms that are naturally ventilated. These three features are not required to be made mandatorily for three projects, that are residential plottage, semi-detached, and row housing. So if your project belongs to these three sub-occupancies and it is coming under low risk category, then you are not required to make the three features that I just told as a mandatory requirement. You can make it optional. So if you are making these layers, then the OBPS will scrutinize them. But for the time being, it is optional. So even if your base drawing doesn't have the general staircase OBPS layers on top of this, it will get accepted. Obviously, you will have it in the base drawing that you make, but you are not required to make the OBPS layers for general staircase, windows, and habitable rooms that are naturally ventilated as a mandatory feature. So if we go into the staircase part, we can see there are a couple of components that you have to make in for the general staircase. One is the entire staircase. You have to denote the height of the staircase and the enclosed area. The enclosed part will be shown by the polygon, and you have to denote the floor height in as a text in M text. Then coming to the next part, that is flight. According to the design, you will have to make the individual flights, and even in flights, we have a few components like the staircase flight polygon that showcases the entire flight of the staircase. Then we also have the staircase risers, and then we have the width of the flight and length of the flight. All these components will have the same layer name, that is block 1 floor, whatever the floor is, stair 1 flight 1, and but the color code will vary. So based on your design, you will have to make multiple flights. So if there is there is a project with a staircase that has three flights, you will name it accordingly: flight 1, flight 2, and flight 3. So if you go to the reference file that I shared, the first layer that we make is the staircase layer, block 1 floor 0 stair 1, and this is the same layer with the M text here also. So in M text, I have denoted the floor height, that is 3.05. Then coming into the individual polygons for flight, this is the flight 1 polygon. As you can see, block 1 floor 0 stair 1 flight 1. These are then the individual risers. These are a simple line that you make, the L enter command, and you can use the same layer name, but the color code will be 3, that is green, and you just have to copy it and paste it over each riser that you are making, and the system will automatically calculate the riser height based on the number of risers you are making and comparing it to the building height, sorry, the floor height. Then we also have the flight length and flight width. Similarly, for each flight, you have to make it accordingly. The only thing is you have to name it according to the flight number you are making. Then, and lastly, we have the landing part also. Like I said, even in landing, you have to make the layer name called block 1 floor 0 stair 1 landing 1, and for as many landing you can make, you have to name it accordingly. And then we have the landing length and landing width. So these are the three different layer names that is included in staircase. One is the staircase entire enclosure and height. Then we have the flights, which includes the riser, and finally we have the landing. So you can refer this to create your staircase as per your design.